Alright guys, we're back and playing Medieval Two Kingdoms again. So we've already sieged Carlisle, so the Scottish can't try to take it basically. Basically they're just going to be like, what the fuck guys, and yeah. So they can't siege a city that's already being sieged, so good luck with that. Now Newcastle, I believe I'm just going to run up, and I unfortunately cannot reach with the army with the siege weapon this turn, but I can do it next turn. So I believe what I do is I make sure to siege it just in case the Scottish manage to siege it themselves. So I basically put a deadlock on it. It's interesting that I never actually done the I don't think I ever done the thing where you the town will eventually surrender. Basically, if you wait so many turns, towns usually run out of food and then surrender to you. The thing is, though, that no matter what, the enemies would always attack you on the last turn, or so I believe. So it never really was beneficial to ever do that. Like even if they were outnumbered, I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't be happening like that. Yeah, because I'm not waiting 7 or so turns in order to, you know, make sure that they attack me anyway, when I could just attack them on the second turn. So that always seemed kind of pointless to me. I don't know if there is actually something that that is actually beneficial for the like, so you would actually do that, but I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. But yeah, Newcastle, and yeah, I'll pretty much take this place right now. So yeah, actually no, I'm not talking about Newcastle here. My video is lagging so much as I'm trying to record this that it's very hard for me to actually see what's happening. Camtasia's being an asshole basically. But yeah, I took a rebel army, I believe, and then I go and take out Newcastle. And that's pretty much it, aside from the last fight, and I am going to fight the last fight at Carlisle. Even if it is just against some rebels that really have, you know, no reason to be here. And relations worsen with Scotland. I can probably imagine that since they kind of did want these two cities, so yeah. I actually end up going to war with them. I tried to, I believe, yeah, I tried some diplomacy with them, but otherwise I just can't get them to to actually like me at all. So yeah, and they pretty much went to war with me because my assassin fucking died when he tried to assassinate their guy. That does happen occasionally, but I find that more often than not, assassins will usually just they'll just be able to escape most times. But if you do get caught, then prepare to go to war with them. It doesn't matter so much on this occasion, but otherwise, you might want to be careful about where you throw your assassins. I believe that was my best one as well, which kind of sucks. But, oh well. Whatever. And, yeah. With that, Carlisle is pretty much over here, and we've got to go take it out. As you suspect, pretty much. Alright, so I brought my king. Basically my king is going to be the army I control for this, since this is the last battle, and I wanted my king to be present, pretty much. So yeah, I pretty much just organized my guys for a while. This rebel place doesn't really have too much in it at all. It has a couple spearmen, but generally it's just not that useful. It's just, they're going to die, and you know it. Okay, my thing has stopped lagging, which is good. If anyone has used Camtasia, then they probably know my anguish. And also, yes, this is the thing that tipped me off, that AI, basically, look how the guys are coming in from reinforcements here. I'm pretty sure this is because my AI didn't have a general on them. So I believe I can't set them up as an army to be controlled by the AI. It doesn't really matter, but I think that is how it worked. Hopefully, anyway. I probably should read the manuals at some point. I do own the manuals, it's just that my discs, my medieval 2 discs, my medieval 2 discs aren't in great shape. So yeah, I actually do own the game, but the discs no longer work, which is fantastic. But I still own the manuals. I'm going to stop clicking this mouse now, randomly. Alright, so yeah, I brought my rams up, whatever. I don't even use the ladders here, I just got some because why not. And our spearmen guys. Yeah, so they have some archers, but it's not even worth mentioning, honestly. It's just like a couple of archer militia. They're so pathetic, pretty much. Well, I'm yawning over here. Now, their general, I believe, is some light cavalry, which isn't very impressive, as you would imagine, but, you know. There's some sort of cavalry unit. And these guys I've been using faithfully the entire way through the Irish campaign, and I don't know how to pronounce their names. To be fair, I don't know how to pronounce most of the units' names here. Yeah, I got no clue. I don't speak Gaelic, and I have no idea how to pronounce these. Well, at least they are staying true to what the actual names would be, I assume. Because I believe... Does each unit have a historic, like, sort of background when you go into their settings? I can't even remember. I don't think each unit would, but it'll just give you like a description of what they're good at. I can't really remember. I don't actually go looking at the stat. When I go into that screen, I just look at the stats and pretty much nothing else.
The men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Alright. So... okay, we're charging in there, that's fine. Okay, so... we're running in here. We got some archers, but not very much, honestly. You don't really need that many. Generally in fights, you can archer spam. Especially if you're defending. But... yeah, I'd rather just make spearmen and rush the enemy. That's just how I play. No, archers are pretty good, especially if you're playing a faction that has really good archers. If I was playing the Welsh, I probably would play with more archers than I do normally. Because the Welsh have really good archers, or they should have at least. I never actually tried playing as them. So the Welsh could actually do a few standouts against the English with their archers. Because remember, the only way the English actually had any of the longbowmen, whereas the fact that they did subjugate Wales and they actually took over their longbowmen, because Welsh longbowmen were very good at what they did. At least I think that's how it went. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone who's better at history can correct me on this, but I'm pretty sure that was how it went or something. Alright, we got these guys who are sitting in the back, and literally these are the general, but they're pretty much doing nothing. And yes, my king literally is just like sitting there on his ass like, good, we will take this town. So yeah, I don't play with many archers. Now the I believe the Italian factions in the original Medieval 2 Total War, I believe they had pretty good archer units as well, though not all of them were archers. Some of them were crossbowmen. I believe those were pretty good as well, so I would probably use them if I was playing like a faction like them. But you know, every faction has their weaknesses and strengths, and generally you want to kind of spam these strengths of a faction. Well, most of the time you do. It still pisses me off that in the original game, I believe it was only the English. I can't remember what archer unit is. I don't know if it was just longbowmen is what they're called or what. But they were one of the only units, might be the only unit in the game in order to they get like spikes they can put down as they deploy, which is like extremely useful against the Mongols because they just run into it. So I can't remember if it was them or what, but yeah, it was an extremely useful ability that basically only the English got, which is kind of strange. I thought more units would be able to use them, but they were pretty overpowered as well. And honestly, the English had a very easy ride in the campaign, pretty much. England was pretty much one of the easiest factions to play as, maybe the easiest. Scotland was okay too because they were up in the corner and they can pretty much work their way slowly down, but their units are nowhere near as good as the English is. And like I said in that thing, their units seem kind of half finished. I don't know if they really worked on their units during like the kingdoms, like Total War Kingdoms, between kingdoms and between the base game and kingdoms. I don't know about the changes. I'm actually trying to Google this right now. There's not really any information about it though. I don't think people really record the information of the changes between them. I think maybe they changed Scotland's unit selection a bit more because in the main game it seemed kind of the most unfinished faction, so yeah. Now, some people have asked me about mods and if I would be interested in actually playing them. I'm not sure. Mods, I probably wouldn't do most of them because I don't really. Well, I see how they can be fun, but either some of them have extreme difficulty or they're just not finished at this point. There's a lot of mods on the forums that are just not finished. And yes, I am just staying in the square here in order to slowly win. But I'm going to kill the guys at the back anyway. So yeah, a lot of the mods, there's a few that are pretty popular, like Hyrule, Total War, Third Age. Third Age is the Lord of the Rings one. Hyrule is obviously Zelda related. And Stainless Steel, which is kind of an upgrade to the base game. That one's actually quite fun. I have played it before. So the AI is made a lot more difficult, and it actually gives you options on stuff to select. So Stainless Steel is a pretty good one, but I can't be really bothered playing through the main game again. So yeah, probably all I'm gonna do from this game is just gonna be base Crusades. As yeah. Yeah, that's great. Fantastic. Continue. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to be playing is Crusades, and maybe a mod, maybe like, but I might not do a whole like let's play of mods, to be honest. I also own Shogun 2 right now. I don't really like Shogun. I don't like the Shogun games because and also here's the winning cinematic, obviously. I just don't like Shogun because it's just a time period that doesn't interest me at all. And while Shogun 2 is a pretty fun game, it's pretty great in fact. I haven't played it very much, but it's pretty good. It's also very difficult, and you could appreciate that, but yeah. You think that I am looking forward to is Rome 2, as you would suspect. I really like Rome 1. Rome 1 was kind of unpolished a little bit. I don't like Rome as much as I do Medieval. In fact, Medieval 2 is my favourite in the series so far. A lot of people say Rome's their favourite, but no, I prefer Medieval 2. So yeah, we won this campaign. So when Rome 2 comes out, I'll probably be getting that. Like, there's no, I will be getting it. What am I trying to kid myself? But I would like if there was Medieval 3 at some point, and then I would definitely jump on that stuff because I love Medieval Total War, especially. I never actually played the first one, but anyway, I'm getting off topic here. I basically turn on the cheat here, the Toggle Fog of War cheat, in order to find William Wallace and see his stats, because I figured I may as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all from this campaign. The next campaign we're going to be playing at the Crusades, and probably one is the Crusader States. So Antioch or Jerusalem. Probably Antioch. I said Antioch before, but that's probably going to be my next move. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for Kingdoms Crusades. And I got a little bit of time to kill here, about half a minute or something. So yeah, I basically, I'm just looking at Wales here and how they're basically trapped in by my massive empire. But yeah, if I was to continue this campaign, we would go and fight the Scottish, and that would be a whole different thing, but I'm not going to bother with that. So I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you all enjoyed, and it didn't take me that many videos.